Stone on Air coming up.
Completely unsanctioned by the church.
Stone on Air.
Whatever, let's just do this.
Stone on Air.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
Give human beings opportunity, and you'll be absolutely shocked with what people do with it.
Stone on Air coming up.
Stone on Air.
All right, well, hello, everybody. It is the Stone on Air podcast. Live and on the move in downtown Chattanooga, recording live to tape at Chattanooga Workspace. Tell you more about that as the podcast goes along. And Rick Rushing is my guest. Got some new equipment, some new stuff, and we have a new president. The whole world's upside down. This is the Stone on Air podcast. And I'm not fond of yours either. I appreciate you finding the podcast, however it is you do so. It is the most downloaded, the most listened to, most easily accessible podcast in the city of Chattanooga. Like, share, always love. Rate and review when you get an opportunity, if you wouldn't mind, please. My name is Bryan. Thank you for being here. Back to the kind of traditional music show that did most of last year, that was first started on a radio station and then went to a podcast only. And I was looking at the numbers. We were like, how many people listen? Like, I don't know. I don't know how to figure that out. Well, I did a little bit of research, and in the last 90 days, over 2,000 unique downloads, meaning unique to the show. So a lot of the same people are probably from show to show, but 2,000 downloads, I was pretty impressed. I mean, I don't know what a good number is. I don't know what I'm supposed to brag about or be nervous about. I'm not sure. And since day one of starting the measurement service online, it's called PodTrack or something like that, 3,285 overall downloads. So I was impressed with that. Again, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be. Coming up on the weekly dose, which is the weekly download destination, I'll call it. I've kind of refined how I'm going to do things in 2017. I'll give you all my thoughts on the new president. We won't do any of that here today. Coming up on Thursday the 26th, Robert T. Nash will be my guest. Coming up on the 28th is going to be a really cool show that I've talked very little bit about, of just taking this podcast live around town again to Wayne-O-Rama with Wayne White as my guest. If you don't know who he is, I'll tell you more about that over the course of the week. Let's see. I did this. I will say the one thing I will say about the inauguration day on Friday, and I did the same thing that I did the day after the Cubs won the World Series. Because if you listen to me at all, you know I hate the Cubs. So the day after the Cubs won the World Series, I stopped listening to anything sports for like a few days. And then it kind of felt like it didn't really happen, like it wasn't really real. And so that kind of was how I got through that. Did the same thing here. If you loved the idea, I didn't want to hear about it. If you hated the idea, I didn't want to hear about it. So I'm going to get it out really quick here and get to the guys, the Blue Strangers and Rick Rushing. They've got the setup here over at Chattanooga Workspace, and it is an impressive situation down here. And it's a lot of fun. So we'll be playing live with Rick for the rest of the show. Ivy is here from Studio Sam Studios. I always get it backwards. He's shooting for the YouTube channel. All this will be available at your fingertips, as you already know, because you found the show, and I appreciate it. This is Neil Young from Peace Trail. He put out 2 albums last year. If you're counting at home, that's 38 albums in his entire career. The song's called Glass Accident. And it's a song discussing, according to the reviews that I read, about his divorce with the old laughing lady, Peggy Young, who he's married to for like 40 years. And I'll tell you one thing right now, and that was a couple years ago they got divorced. I don't care who the president is. I don't care who the mayor is. I don't care who the governor is. I don't want to live in a world where Neil Young and Peggy Young are divorced. The old laughing lady and Neil are no longer together. And that is a damn shame. He's dating Daryl Hannah now. She was the only thing I can remember is the mermaid in Splash. And if you don't know what Splash is, then good, you're young, and that's good. I need a young demographic. And if you do know what Splash is, then you know who I'm talking about. Rick Rushing coming up next. My name is Bryan Stone. This is the Stone on Air podcast. We'll be right back.
There was a lingering hope that made it through the dark night and threatened everything thereafter.